Sports bettors, good morning. It is Friday, February 16th. My name is Boyd. I teach beginner and struggling sports bettors how to use data-driven tools like OddsJam, positive expected value plays, profit over and over again. And these videos are to bring you a handful of selections that I've gotten onto this morning. I've got plenty more to go throughout the rest of the day. But I want to try some of the thinking, some of the mindset, and some of the tools and try to educate you to help you become very profitable as a sports bettor, especially if you're struggling and not making any money. You're doing it the wrong way. I can promise you. I do have the community you can join. You have boyddavis.com. I get my consulting packages. If you want to expedite your education, I welcome you to do that. There's the links down below. And let's get into today's picks and talk about what we have for some profit opportunities.
All right, guys. Good night yesterday, or good day yesterday, and kicking off this first pick here with a shots on goal play with the Hurricanes, Coyotes, and hockey. Noticed this play a little earlier and made it for a small wager. Let me find what I'm looking for here. It's going to be a shots on goal under with Nick Schmaltz. Here's the wager. This was at a plus 142 earlier, so this line is dropped. And when you open this up, you can see they had a hard downward trend here with some money coming in. Apparently, some attack on some smart money. Hit this at 142, drove the price down to 126. So the idea is you kind of believe you're on the right track, right? You're a little bit better than Pinnacle in price, and you believe you're sort of on the right track. So I put a small play on this. I think some people would avoid it because they missed this window of 142. But I think, again, I'd rather be right and miss a little bit of value than not give it a chance. So it's a small play, but that's the first one out of the gate, and we'll go on.
All right, guys, I really like this one, and I hope you get it too. I hope it works out, but I really like the under in the Harvard-Cornell game, and here's why. As you scroll down, we're going to take a look here at this minus 110 again at FanDuel. They're just standing out as an outlier pricing, outlier relative to a little bit of Pinnacle here, obviously, at the 159.5 at minus 110. So I hit this one pretty hard. Let me show you again more reasons why I hit it. You can see the lines changing here. The lines adjusting now, going down. You also have Sport Trade at under 156.5. So that's typically a tendency for the direction of the line. When you see the trades go that direction, the exchanges. And so what I like about this, again, FanDuel, kind of an outlier price, kind of asleep at the wheel. You got Bet Online 158, the OddsJam Perfect Line 158.5. You can see it's changing on as we speak. So this, again, is sort of day trading sports and why you need to be able to move quickly. So I like this a lot. I'm going to hit it pretty hard, but again, use your brain. Don't get crazy. If it doesn't win, don't cry. But I do like the way this is going in this particular direction at that price. All right, guys, another play for you here on the total of the North Florida Kennesaw State game. I like the under 164.5 at FanDuel, minus 110. The reason being is you've got Pinnacle, sharpest sportsbook in the world, at minus 123. And if you look here, the charts are going to show you on this other graph, I apologize, that direction and that market's going that way towards the under. And so that's a good sign, right? So if they're at minus 123, they're all the way up to minus 130. They've had another pricing adjustment. I really like this bet at minus 110. I mean, when Pinnacle is at minus 130, they've just adjusted this, as you saw on the chart, and these guys are still at minus 110. They are asleep at the wheel. You also have Caesars, Sharp Sportsbook, Bookmaker, Sharp Sportsbook, Bet Online, Sharp Sportsbook. These guys are all at 163. So for all those reasons, I really like this a lot. You can see here too the pricing changes and so forth. OddsJam's got this algorithm here going on the downward trend. So again, we got this right at this point on the under. So I really like this position. I'm going to hit this one pretty hard. Although, use your brains for your bankroll management and stay within your means. All right, next up we have Canisius and Marist college hoops. Here's a point spread game that I do like, and here's what we're seeing: this minus 120 at minus 4.5. See a lot of the markets up here at minus 5.5. There's sharper sports books, even Circa's at 5. So I'm going to go ahead and snag this minus 4.5, minus 120 at FanDuel. I like it a lot, so maybe put a hundo on it and keep that in the bet tracker and hit save. Get on that line right away. You also can track it here to see that the movement, you can get this movement here at Bookmaker minus 5.5. They've gone up from 4.5, so it's definitely on the increase, and that's definitely a line they cross there
at that 5.5 mark. So I like that. Checking it out too with Odds Jam there at 5.5. So again, this at 4.5. See a large drop from this down. So for those reasons and that movement and the big boys here, 5.5. I'm getting 4.5. We'll take it.
All right, guys, also looking at the total on this Maris game, what I like here is the over 133.5. We're getting minus 110 odds. The average odds are minus 117. Again, at FanDuel, we just keep having good luck with FanDuel. Opening up this Pinnacle line, and you can see here they've had a drop from plus 102 down to minus 104, all the way up to 121. So that's a good sign. Positive flow, positive momentum with the money going there. They're the sharpest sports book in the world at minus 121. We're going to pick them off at minus 110 here with these guys and play this probably for 75. I don't like to have too much action going on one game, having so much action on just one individual since we're playing the spread as well. But when you're right, you're right. So let's give it a run. And I do want to show you also, I pulled up the charts here. Bookmaker, again, going that direction, going up towards the over. So again, for these reasons, Odds Jam's at plus one, is at 134 right now. So again, like that 133.5, we picked up at minus 110 with FanDuel. Got a side play for you here with Ohio Toledo College Hoops, 7 o'clock tonight. That's Mountain Time actually. And we're going to scroll down and I'll show you why. I went ahead and hit this at FanDuel minus 118. Again, at 5.5, got the best line. The market's up at 6, even 6.5 in some places. I do like the fact that I feel like, they're mispriced here a little bit, and that extra half a point does help. I'm going to show you something else that I noticed and I see on the alternative lines, the alternative markets. When you go to FanDuel, let me pull this up and I'll show you. What I'm pointing out here is FanDuel does some alternative markets. It's at Toledo minus 12.5. They're all the way up here at plus 245. Definitely a market outlier, and I feel like they're just not pricing stuff correctly relative to the other market and the other areas here. Even at minus 12, they're not even in the game. So I sometimes look at the alternative markets, the derivatives, and kind of see where things are priced. And if they stand out, which they're doing here, they really seem to be off a little bit, closer to what the algo line is requesting and recommending. Seems like these guys are always a little bit different, more spread out, and you can kind of compare what they're doing. Again, when you know the books and you know their habits, you know their tendencies, a lot of times these plays are something I hit on with FanDuel pretty frequently to get a little bit better line, better odds, better payout. So that's why I'm hitting them on some of these college hoops plays. All right, guys, there's some of the picks I was on this morning. And again, if you like this kind of content, please make sure you join the channel. Give us a like, give us a share, let me know you're there so I can help you with the topics, the jargon, the vernacular, all the information you need to get educated and get elevated to use this as a positive expected value situation in your sports betting experience. So you need the tools, you need the education. You're going to get the bankroll management tips and advice to help you profit the most, risk the least, and really take advantage of these opportunities. So they're out there. It's just like day trading sports, and it's like day trading stocks, only it's more fun because it's sports. But again, if you like the content, let's get going, and we'll be back tomorrow morning.